Interesting times are ahead when it comes to the Xbox. While Microsoft is gearing up for their next outing when it comes to the console, AMD are here celebrating 2 decades of partnership and are looking to strengthen that deal as they enter a multi-year strategic partnership. This isn't only going to be just for the consoles, but for the whole of the Xbox ecosystem, be it on PC, consoles, handheld, or cloud. AMD is all in, and though some may look at this and frown upon it, saying customized is the best way to go, I beg to differ, and this is going to offer Xbox gamers so much more freedom, so much more versatility, and the ability to play the games where they want and how they want. In fact, I would go so far as saying that what it sounds like they're going to do, especially with the talks of backwards compatibility, as you heard the AMD CEO saying, they are going all in on backwards compatibility so gamers can enjoy all their past games and future games all within the ecosystem. In fact, I would go as far as saying, and this is pure speculation on my part, but based on what they're saying, it's actually interesting that there's actually a chance that these backward compatibility features are actually on the hardware level itself and actually inside the chip. They're kind of like built into the chip, so you'll have like a, you know how when they got the PlayStation 1 built into the PS2, it was basically just a small chip, basically something along those lines inside these SoC chips. Now that would be next level genius, and that would mean that regardless of whether it's in your Xbox Ally X, your Xbox console, or your PC, or wherever you're playing, these things will appreciate the backwards compatibility and allow you to play where you want. Now, AMD has clearly gone all in with Microsoft for this and are very excited to be working and delivering the best in gaming experience. Now, of course, we have Jack Hune here, who is, as I see here, SVP and GM Computing and Graphics at AMD. Now, he says, big vision, bold partnership, and we're just getting started. What if the boundaries between player and experience disappeared? It looks stunning, it responds to you, and it remembers where you left off no matter where you play. Now, this is really important because as of right now, Quick Resume is only available on the Xbox consoles, the Series consoles in particular, where you can kind of turn off and then continue. What this is insinuating here is that when I'm playing on my Xbox and I turn off, and let's say later that evening I start on my Xbox LIX and I click on the game, it will quick resume from where I left off on the Xbox, meaning that these devices all will communicate and have that information stored, presumably through the cloud, for me to quick resume no matter where I am. This also means and indicates that there will be some form of cloud computing there to enable this to work, considering it's across devices. This is really exciting stuff. Really cool stuff. It continues, in this next chapter with Xbox, we're not just pushing pixels, we're reimagining what's possible when silicon, software, and AI come together, unlocking new levels of fidelity, fluidity, and of course freedom, with one goal, bringing players closer to the game. Now, all of this sounds super exciting, and if Microsoft can pull this off, this is going to be a pretty beastly device. I mean, we've already seen PlayStation fans are completely cowering and don't know what to do. They are trying to downplay this and undermine this like there is no tomorrow. They are making fun of it, but the reality is they are scared out of their minds. They can see where this is going and just how valuable and powerful this can actually be. And so they are trying to find any form of mental gymnastics to try and persuade us to make it look like a bad thing. In fact, Xbox fans all over are cheering for this and are actually quite happy for this. The only people that are genuinely not happy about this are PlayStation fans. I wonder why. I mean, their whole, wet dream is for Xbox to disappear. And so if they say that by Microsoft becoming what they are becoming now is Microsoft disappearing, why are they so scared? Why are they so annoyed at the fact that Microsoft is doing this? Because this isn't their wet dream. This is the dream where Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and Michael Myers come for them all in one dream, and there's no exit for that dream. Nothing. They're stuck in a corner and all three of them are walking towards them. That is the nightmare that they're living right now. It's hilarious how they try to sugarcoat this and find excuses to try and push this away. But the reality is, if Xbox is dead and Xbox is no longer, why do you even care? Why does this even bother you? Why are you even commenting about it? It's done. Why don't you talk about PlayStation? Oh wait, there's nothing to talk about. But we continue over here because this is really cool and exciting stuff. You see here, just going to say AMD has seemingly suggested things like Quick Resume could arrive on its next generation gaming chips in partnership with Microsoft. We also have this, and this is from Ecstasis1, or Ecstasis, however you pronounce his name. I'm never going to get it right unless someone actually tells me. In a new exclusive video noted, Xbox-focused leaker Ecstasis has stated that the Xbox is working with Xenia Canary team to bring original Xbox and Xbox 360 emulation to PC in a program internally dubbed Xbox Classics. Now, this is highly possible. It's also, you know, a flat-out rumor. But with the AMD CEO talking about, you know, backwards compatibility being a thing at the forefront, and them making sure that that is there for the past, the present, and the future, it does sound like this is something that is going to be integrated at a hardware level, potentially, like I said at the start of the video, on the chipset itself to actually push forward. This is really exciting stuff, and as an Xbox gamer, you should be super excited, because this basically means that ultimately there won't be any real games that you're going to miss as an Xbox fan. If you pick up one of these devices, you'll have access to games that PlayStation doesn't even have access to. Let that sink. You'll have access to games that none of these consoles ever had access to. Whether they're bad games or good games is irrelevant. The fact is you do. And not only that, you'll be able to... I mean, we're going to be living in a world where you'll be able to play God of War natively on your Xbox. That just sounds so weird even with me saying it. Yet Sony will allow it with open arms, and there's nothing anyone can really do about it, because Pony's feelings don't really matter. Business is business. But I'm super excited about where this is going, because it's really damn cool. I'm really excited to see what the tech is like. I love tinkering with tech. I like reading about tech, and I'm so excited to see how this all kind of comes together and delivers a really, really good performance. It's presumably supposed to be old, like super powerful hardware, so I'm not expecting this to be cheap. And I think the days of cheap consoles is long gone as well, but time will tell how this is going to be. From what we've heard from Sarah Bond and from what we've heard from the AMD CEO, it does look like Microsoft will potentially be doing their own hardware as well as OEMs, but I do feel like they are going to do their own consoles as well, manufacture them. So we'll see how that turns out soon enough. November 15th, 2026 is their 25th year anniversary. If they don't release the console, like I was talking with Paris today on my stream, they'll probably at least show it on that day and drop Halo Combat Evolved Remastered on that day. November 15th, 2026 is going to be a special day indeed. If there's ever a day to be celebrated, if there's ever a time where you're going to drop your console or drop the reveal, that is the day to look forward to. Now, when we're looking past the whole console things, just a couple of things here. You got Game Pass with Firebreak, Eternal Die, and of course Crash Bandicoot. That's landing on standard. Really cool stuff here. You know, Firebreak is hit and miss. Eternal Die could be a thing, and if you like Crash, you like Crash. This is Crash Bandicoot 4, baby. Let's go. Then we've got, of course, more coming soon with Rematch coming to console, PC, and cloud. The Warcraft series landing on PC, all three of them. You've got Call of Duty World War II on console and PC. This is standard as well. Ultimate gets Against the Storm. And then we also get Volcano Princess. And then for standard, you get Wild Frost, Star Trucker, Tomb Raider, Little Nightmares, which is a really, really good game, by the way. And of course, if I didn't mention already, Call of Duty World War II. So there's a lot to be excited about for Xbox, whether it's in the present with these amazing Game Pass game drops, or the future with whatever is in store that they keep on teasing. Quick Resume on PC has been something that I've been asking for a long time, and it looks like it's finally going to happen, but it's going to happen in the best way possible, where I'll be able to stop on my Xbox and quick resume from my handheld or quick resume from my PC. This is what Xbox is all about. And when Microsoft said this is an Xbox, it didn't really make sense back in when they actually announced that campaign. But now I can finally say I truly do understand when they say this is an Xbox, because it's not so much being defined by the console or the hardware itself, it's the Xbox experience that they're talking about. And this is what is going to change the landscape of gaming when you have multiple different stores, multiple different platforms on your hardware to be able to buy any of those games you want. You're looking for a game and the publishers just didn't release it back in the day on your hardware, on the Xbox console, it doesn't matter. There'll be a Steam version or an Epic version ready for you to dive into and play. This is what Xbox is all about. Bringing the games first and leaving the console wars behind. Bringing the games first and leaving all of that walled garden ecosystem behind. No matter which way you look at it, Microsoft is winning. Now, wouldn't it be absolutely beyond mental if they managed to integrate Game Pass into Steam? Now, that would be revolutionary. But time will tell with that one, right? We know Gabe is on board with it, but the price has to be right. And there has to be something in there for Valve. But at least both parties are past the hurdle stage of this being acceptable. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have that discussion, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, and thank you so much to all of you who joined me on my stream today. It was really cool. I had a really good time, and I appreciate every single one of you. If you do want to catch me on those streams, it's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The easiest way to be notified is by hitting that notification bell, subscribing, and of course, if you want to leave a comment in this video, please do so. I do try to read all the comments, and I do try to respond where appropriate, but I do read them, and I do engage where engaging is possible. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Remain legend.